I find the Anfield factor quite fascinating, Kobe, because it'll often get referenced on shows that players and other fans and certain maybe managers in the past may have played it down slightly, but then you do see the reverse of that, where lots of managers talk it up, Guardiola being one. I think you've seen Wenger do it as well. I remember when we were playing City, it probably would have been the 17-18 season, one or two players were talking about the Anfield atmosphere. And I think it's been a thing with Chelsea in the past as well, where they've almost gone to dismiss it, and then when they've reflected on it, they've gone, my God, I didn't expect that. And I think that's what Phil's alluding to there. You can almost see a scenario where, yes, these players have been there and done it, and they've won the lot. But if you do catch Anfield on the right night or the wrong night...
did this themselves, if you remember in 2009, because the front page of Marca was, this is Anfield and what? Yeah. Or whatever. Something like
and if you do catch it on the wrong night, it can be something that you're not quite expecting.
Yeah, absolutely. And look, we've gone back to what Phil was saying about things you've experienced in your lifetime. We talk up the Anfield atmosphere, but the reality is that that type of Anfield atmosphere is still a special thing. Like, it takes a very special set of circumstances for it to really catch fire the way it can. The one I'll always go back to, and I know we've had them since, but it was probably my first adult experience. It was Chelsea semi-final in 2005, and that was the first one I remember of remember John Terry before the game saying, I've played in big atmospheres before, Mourinho doing it, Lampard doing it. Yeah. And I remember being on the Cop that day and not being able to hear my own voice. I'm singing at full belt, and I couldn't hear my own voice. It was that loud. I remember Chelsea fans after the game saying, and obviously they didn't want to give us any credit, they were like, we had 3,000 fans there singing at full voice, and we couldn't hear ourselves because Liverpool's fans were so vicious almost. It was so violent, that atmosphere is so loud, incessant. But when I talk about the things that have to come together, it's the Barcelona semi as well. It's the early goal. It's the thing that just we're already, people have got in the ground, everyone's revved up for it, and then something like the touch paper, and then we're off. I think you need that. And if we get that and they get caught in that storm, that's the thing Guardiola's referenced and Tuchel in the past. If you get caught in that 15-minute storm, there's nothing you can do about it. I've seen Guardiola say that. He's like, what do you want me to do? You can't coach for this. I don't care who you are, you can't coach for it. So I'm intrigued to see whether we're in that place, because, as you said before, Joe, 2 games doesn't change everything. We are still a bit fragile. Even against Newcastle, the defence wasn't... We got a clean sheet, great, but maybe we shouldn't have got a clean sheet. I think the big thing that turned for us against Newcastle was luck. And I think that will be in the players' minds. And if I was Klopp, I'd be drilling into that. It's your luck's changed here. Joe, a couple of things have gone our way there, and they weren't going our way before. And that's a big thing in football. So all things being well, I mean, if I'm Jordan Henderson, I'm going into that game, going to what we said pre-derby. You can't guarantee an early goal, but you can guarantee an early challenge. You can put one in on Modric and let him know he's in a game and he's not going to have an easy night of it.
It's the Anfield Wrap from the gorgeous beating heart of the city. All the audio, all the video, all the writing you could ever ask for. Download the app, dive in.